Good morning, everyone. It is December the 19th, 2016. Time to kick off another week of trading. And this is going to be a holiday week of trading. Volumes should start to decrease rather quickly through the course of the week. Volatility, too, punctuated by news spikes if there's surprise news or news that's well off the consensus. Most markets don't trade well at all after, in this case this week, December probably 22nd. There will be trading on the 23rd, but most people are already thinking about the weekend with Christmas on Sunday as that comes around. So look for ever decreasing volumes and volatility this week with an occasional news spike. No news to speak of over the weekend. Today, probably the biggest news out of the United States will be whether the Democrats were successful or not in sabotaging the Electoral College procedures. My guess is that it's just a bunch of hype. The news has to get people excited about something to get them to pay attention. So we go from one puffed up event or perception to the rest of it. And it's really got to be pretty ironic when you look at all the howling being done by the left and the mainstream media about fake news. That's all it is when it comes out of so much of the news that comes out of our mouths is fake news, is fabricated, just not a reciting of what actually happened or facts. So anyway, it is a holiday week. Things should get slower. Volatility should come down, and it usually yields trading ranges. The Treasuries are heavy short as far as futures go through Friday. So what I'm seeing beneath the surface is calls being bought, puts being exited. That should give us a little bit of support in this market. Don't think it'll break us out to the upside. Market's still probably pointed lower unless there's a change in news based on Trump's proposed tax and industrial policies after the first of the year. So when we look at this market, the low volume number is right there at 2306. There will be some people that will have limit sells at 05.5. We've got this two-letter ledge right here at 7.5, 8. Last rotate up and in period stopped at 10.5. So 8 to 12, okay, 6 to 12 is going to be pretty stout resistance, and my guess is it'll probably hold. Structurally, you'd be selling 5s to 9s. You'd be sell 1, and sell 2 will make 12 to 16. On the buy side, pretty good support, 24 to 28. We're at 3.5 right now. We've got volume at 31.5. Pull the market to it, so 2208, 123 even by 1, and then 21 to 25 by 2. Hope you all had a great weekend. It was really, really cold here when that storm came through. We had 20 to 30 mile an hour winds. I saw -7 that morning after we woke up, but I sure didn't spend a lot of time walking Henry. Henry had to complete the walk himself. Didn't have enough clothing on. And didn't feel like putting the right kind of clothing on to go out. Poor Henry, needless to say, was a little disappointed in my unenthusiastic approach to his walk. So he did it by himself for the most part. Okay, the bond will be in a similar situation. Looking for a trading range. PMI services is out at 10 at 55.2. Not a big piece of news. Yellen speaks at 1:30. She's talking on labor markets. Nobody expects anything out of that. Bank of Japan starts its meetings today. No one expects an interest rate change or any policy changes on the quantitative easing program. So my guess is that all that still boils into a trading range market. We've got volume at 9, so 8 to 12 is number 1. And we'll make 15 to 19, picking up these highs right up in here, is sell 1. And then 27 to 31 for sell 2. On the buy side, 28 to the buck. So 21.25 buy 1. And we'll make 9 to 13 buy 2. Gold strengthened up a little bit, probably unwinding of shorts, profit taking. Gold and the dollar were mentioned as in some news articles as getting the benefit of a short covering rally from profit taking. So 1150 is probably our big number right here. We're at 41, 44, 46, sell 1. 49.51, sell 2. And it would take a new piece of news to take us over 1150. On the buy side, 41, we'll make 35, 37 buy 1. And then 30, 32 buy 2. And don't look for a lot of range in any of the markets today, but that doesn't mean it can't happen. Profit taking in the dollar was specifically mentioned in several articles. You would expect so after the run that it's had. Well, the euro was up and the yen was up. Not by a lot, but up. And you can see on the euro that this low volume area at 105.25, pretty clean break in the market. You've got that low at 33, you've got this high at 30 even, you've got this high at 25 and a half, got that high at 20. So those 20 to 30 areas, a pretty clean break in the market. And what's right in the middle? 105.25. So I believe we're headed to par, certainly not today, but should be working our way lower. And we've got the low volume number is at 104.47. We're at 75, so first buy is going to be 50. On the assumption we can break 104.70, second buy is going to be 25. On the sell side, we'd like to sell 90s to the buck, and then 15 to 25. Okay, crude oil held in over the weekend, in spite of the fact that Iraq has told the world that they're not going to, at least for the month of January, adhere to the deal. So, I mean, it's hard to say. What's surprising was that Iraq said that in the open. They didn't keep their mouth shut and do it anyway, which is the way most of OPEC operates. Low volume number 53.62, 52.92 right here, so 53 1/4, 53.50. Sell 1. 53.75, 54 even, sell 2. On the buy side, taking it lower right here, 50.50, 52.50, 75 buy 1, 52 even, 52 1/4 buy 2. Obviously 52 from 54 to 52 is our normal $2 to $3 trading range, and that would have a little more, be a little more comfortable buy than the 52.75 level would be. And the E-mini. I still think we're probably going to see 20,000 before the end of the year. That's only 200 points away. Some profit taking is taking place, and there's no guarantee that we're going to see 20,000, but it's there. They know it. They've been talking about it for a long time. But again, looking at the volumes and the volatility, 57 1/4 to 61. That's like 4 points for the overnight. Hard to say where the seller is. I mean, there is some rejection at 66, not a lot. There is some rejection at 69. So right now, best resistance is at 65 on the assumption you can get through 60. So we'll make 64, 66, sell 1, 69, 71, sell 2. On the buy side, we're trying to trade lower. 57 right now is where support is. I got this low at 53, so I'm not really comfortable getting long at 55, so we're going to start out at 50 to 52, but it may take a 55 to get in. I'll put a question mark there. And if it is going to hold, we should touch it and start back up pretty quickly. And then 45, 47 for buy 2. But very, very quiet in the overnight, not a lot to get it going. When you look at this, you want to be a seller above 65, and you want to be a buyer below 50. The news, PMI services, 55.2. It's the only piece of news we have today, so probably will get some reaction, but most of the time people don't pay any attention to that. Okay, it's going to take a bit to get everything up and posted. I'm going to get busy. I will be back with you as soon as possible.